What's good, family? It's been about 3 news cycles since I made a video. But the last time I talked about that $450,000 a person that the Biden administration is trying to give to the, I guess you call them refugees that were down at the border in 2018. And Trump separated all of the families and did all that nasty shit that Obama was already doing, but I digress. Anyway, they're going to give them people $450,000. They're in talks about giving them up to $450,000 a person. I want to get it kind of right. I mean, the article is right there. You can find it, and people are starting to talk about it. And I'm thinking that's some really grotesque shit. But that's some really grotesque shit. So why is it that people get their draws all in a bunch when us black people start talking about how much money that the United States really owes us? Because it's up in the trillions, and well into the trillions that they owe us. And I say us, I mean descendants of American slaves. How much goddamn money do they owe us, and why they do all of this crying and bawling and bitching when we start asking for it? They even got other black people out here telling us what a hopeless cause it is while they watch the United States government give money to this group and that group and this group and that group and purposely exclude us. Well, you find that the black people that they're rolling out usually wouldn't be eligible for such a payment anyway. Most of the people that you talk, the black people that you hear that come out against reparations for descendants of American slavery would not be eligible for such a payout because they're not descended from American slavery. They're second generation or some shit like that. So it would actually elevate black Americans above them as far as financial, wealth is concerned. And we are meant to be kept at the bottom rung of society. And they're doing that shit by any means necessary. That's why, what do you think is going to happen when you give all of these people $500,000? You're going to create a bunch of millionaire families. Because you're going to be giving some of these people well over $1 million, are you not? I mean, if you're giving $450,000 per person. It's just crazy the way this shit turning out. Yeah, I know it's a fucking lawsuit against the Trump administration. I know that. But you're talking semantics. You're talking bullshit. It's a reparations payout is what it is, brought on by a lawsuit. We was always told, as has been pointed out by other people talking about this, we've been told that we can't sue the United States government. We've been told that we can't sue the United States government. We got motherfuckers running in office now on their promise not to do anything for black Americans. We got people in office now who are sitting in office who got elected based on the fact that they said they would not do anything for black Americans, Kamala Harris, among others. So they just had this Virginia election the other day, and the black people, the smart ones anyway, stayed home. And the Republican won. And guess what? We don't give a fuck. We've been voting Democrat like motherfucking trained goddamn, automatons or some shit. We've been voting Democrat automatically since forever, since I can remember, right? And we ain't got nothing but shit on, and now they're getting bold and telling us they're going to shit on us. And instead of trying to, and the so-called Democrats, instead of trying to vote in progressive policies that would keep them in power, no, they try to wrangle more white votes, more white conservative votes over to the Democratic Party by shitting on black people. And why am I talking about this? Because I really don't give a fuck, because I know one party ain't no different than the other. But on the surface, this is what's happening. Well, any black person with two brain cells to rub together know that we're not getting anything from either party. What did that motherfucker say? Joe Biden say? Nothing will fundamentally change? He meant nothing. He meant black people going to stay on the bottom. Ain't nothing going to fundamentally change. As a matter of fact, we're gonna make sure nothing changes because we're going to increase and strengthen and financially pump up the buffer class. That's the Hispanics and the immigrants. Immigrants that are already here, mind you. And the pseudo-white immigrants that they bringing in. Because they turning all the niggas away. You can see what they did to the Haitians. And who did the Haitians ask for help? The black Americans, who they don't want nothing to do with. People, the point is we got, black Americans. We are all that we fucking have. And we got to leverage our fucking power accordingly. To me, it would seem that when we stay home and a goddamn Republican gets put in office because we don't vote, it doesn't fucking matter. Matter of fact, I believe we can deal more openly and honestly with the fucking Republicans. There's a school of thought out there that says that we probably stand a better chance of getting reparations from a Republican administration because you can get up in their motherfucking face. Democrats are smiling and pacifying while promising nothing. Republicans don't promise you anything either, but they never say that they are. But you can deal more aggressively, I guess, with them. And having a Republican administration somehow has a galvanizing effect on the black community. It brings us closer together, and it doesn't allow us to fall asleep so easily. Even the old niggas start waking up when you got a Republican administration or when you got Republicans running shit, because you have to. You have to, or you have to perish. You have to die. But that was the only good thing that came out of the Trump administration for black people was the fact that it woke a lot of niggas up. Because motherfuckers already knew that the Republican white folks didn't give a fuck about you. They don't care about you. Fuck you, nigger. They don't care about you. And y'all couldn't wait till the Democrats got back in office. Okay, the Democrats are back in office, and they telling you the same thing. Nigger, we don't give a fuck about you. So, having said all that, it's time for us to take control of our power. As I said before in many other videos, we the most powerful goddamn group in the country. Look what we just did by withholding our fucking vote. If don't nobody promise you nothing for your motherfucking vote, don't vote for the motherfucker. Or the motherfuckette, as the case may be. Don't vote for him or her, or it, or whatever the fuck. Don't vote for no one that is not going to give you anything in exchange for your vote and your support. Don't do it. It's fucking stupid. It's like, I think I seen it the other day. It's like that fucking Charlie Brown goddamn cartoon where Lucy put the football in. And every fucking time she moved the football, he busts his ass. That's us. That's us, black people. Come on now. They're just going to move the fucking football and we're going to bust our ass again. So you cannot vote for anybody, and I mean anybody, that don't put down some promises in writing for your vote. It's just that goddamn simple. Any other way is fucking stupid. Any other way is stupid. Yeah. So, there's that. There's that. And the midterms, the Republicans finna take back the fuck over. The only thing, they're going to hold on, of course they're going to hold on to the White House, but they stand a good chance of losing the motherfucking Senate. Again, not that it really matters to us because neither party gives a fuck, but the Republicans, the Democrats that we keep voting for are fucking stupid. Or they in on it. The latter, I think. They're in on it. They know that they're playing a fucking game. and we all just fucking pawns on a chessboard. Yeah, that's more like what it is. Because, I mean, look, I'm running it down for you. No Medicare for all. No 2 years of college. No family leave, although I heard they put that back in that final bill, but it was too little too late. No reduction in military. No nothing. Nothing in this fucking budget. The man said it wasn't nothing going to fundamentally change. They put a $6 trillion budget. This thing package was supposed to be, and then it got whittled down to what Joe Biden and the Democrats really fucking wanted to do, which was nothing. Every goddamn time they play this goddamn game, and every time niggas fall for it. Except this time, unless Virginia was just a fluke and niggas was just lazy, but I doubt it. But if ain't nobody offering you nothing for your vote, don't fucking waste your time going out there. And ain't nobody offering us nothing. So fuck them. Let the Republicans take back over. Right? Anyway, yeah, so that is what I talked about the last time. They get them motherfuckers all that goddamn money and elevating them up to upper middle class status while we down at the bottom. And motherfuckers act like, oh, it was just a lawsuit, blah, 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 blah. Like they don't realize the implications of such a lawsuit. Niggas gotta wake up, boy. Niggas gotta wake up. Anyway, this video going on longer than I thought it would. So I'm gonna leave it right there. And I'm gonna come back in a couple of days. And I guess I'll pontificate on some other shit. Take it easy, y'all. Peace.